Alright, you guys, today is June 19th, 2020, Juneteenth, as a lot of people talk about, and, talking about when, black people, or people of the American culture who are African of descent were freed from slavery in 1865 from Texas, which was the main state, if not one of the most main states, known for having slaves and going against um, the country and creating the Civil War as far as freeing the slaves. Um, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of celebration here for that, which is so ironic to me because excuse me, this is a place that is predominantly, we do have a strong source of African Americans in this area, but it's very small. Not to say they're not strong, but it's a small percentage. But this area is predominantly white, um, a lot of Hispanic, and quite a bit of Burmese. There's a lot of other Koreans. That's a lot of North and South Koreans that are here, um, where I live at. So, but anywho, I'm not coming on here to talk about that. I came on here to talk about some things that God was showing me. In a video I previously recorded, I was talking about how the transition was, and if you haven't seen that, definitely look on there. But it was like revelation, like God was telling me to step into my purpose. Like this is the time to step. All that preparation, all those times, those strikes. Dealing with the obstacles, the witchcraft, the sorcery, the principalities. Because people don't understand when they talk about, oh yeah, I got attacked by a witch. They thinking about somebody doing a spell. It's not. It wasn't just that with me. With me, it was dealing with generational curses as well. Things that were projected over not only my life but the generations before me, and being one of the people. Oh, excuse me. Oh, why I always got to yarn. I never have to yarn until I start making these videos. So I know that's attack of the enemy, but we bind that in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Um, I was being the person that was selected by God to break, to be the physical vessel on this earth to break the curses in my family. I learned that it was something greater than me. It's something greater than me, and it's not just for me. It's for the generations after me, for the lineage after me, so God can do His perfected work in the land. So, come on. I always gotta go do it while I'm walking her anyway. But I had to take a break. I was just like, I gotta make this video because things like God was just showing me, like I said, a lot of things are coming to pass. He showed me the video of how people were going to be transitioned off, whether they're old and they're just retiring out, or they just, leaving. God just telling them to go home. Like it's time. You did your work. You was a good servant. It's time for you to go. And then, like I said, it was other people that were getting shamed and demise. And then it was almost like a Saul and David effect, kind of. So, uh, yeah, yeah, it was kind of like a Saul and David kind of effect, and it just got me. It got me motivated, I guess, to make this video and to um talk about it a lot. The enemy has been. I'm gonna say this for myself, and I know other people are going through it because God just don't let you have something going through you, and it doesn't affect anyone else. And for me to tell the story and to have this courage, and to actually do it, is nothing short of a miracle, and it's giving testimony of God telling you that He will always give you confirmation, and His word never comes to you void, and He does not have a respect of persons. His word is His word. If you follow it, it's gonna give you benefits. If you don't follow it, it's gonna give you consequences, and it's outlined and it's outlined by it. Nothing. You don't have to. If you understand the guidelines in the rule book, you don't have to go and always predict for a miracle for something that is already yours if you follow what is supposed to be done. That's just like um, someone saying that they want to pass a test, but they never open a book to study the curriculum that they're trying to pass, or they never try to open up um, or connect with people who have passed the test, you know, um, and expect it to go, and then say, now, not to say that you can't pass it without them. Yeah, you definitely can, but why go through that if you have the resources there? So that is my understanding, my take on it. Um, so it brings me to what God was showing me in the dream, and what He was showing me now. Now I had another dream, and it was talking about how um, it's weird. Everybody's around now. I had another dream, and it was talking about the cell phones and how they're going to be pinging other people. Like, like say for instance, I got my phone out right now, right, and I'm like recording, and it will be able to ping other cell phones and to tell you like who you've been around, like what's going on, and if that person, like, say for instance, what we're going through with the situation with um it's weird, everybody's coming around now with Jesus. Come on. Okay, so it's dealing with the situation. Basically, if the situation is if you have someone is sick, or they believe someone is sick, or they God was showing me, like, I know they're gonna try to portray it as if someone has sickness like the 19 virus, they're going to um use your electronic data to go and collect you, and to say you need to be quarantined, and you need to be cured, and you need to take this vaccine. You know, that's what I was seeing in the spirit. Like, that's what God was showing me. Um, and when I started telling, sometimes you can't catch your pearls among swine, because some people, they'll trample over it. They'll think it is garbage, and not only that, it can hurt you. People will think you nuts, and they think you crazy, and you end up in a psychiatric ward. So, or an asylum. That's happened to a lot of people. Um, so yeah, but anywho, so lo and behold, today on June 19th, I see on the book that there is a upgrade going for Android and iPhone, talking about that they are doing this thing where you can see um, the person's location. Of course, they've been doing that, the location, but it's to see during the COVID restrictions, who are you around to prevent the spread of COVID, or to spread, prevent the spread of this virus. Um, like I said, God was showing me something totally different. Like, it's an underhanded scheme. Like, don't be don't be fooled for what it is. Um, and understand this. If they can download that, some of you guys are like thinking that you're going nuts because your computer devices are not working and things like that. It's not an accident. I promise you, it's not. God was showing me a lot about what was going on. Even some of the videos and some of the things that I would try to upload. I mean, my devices would literally go out. And what was so funny, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's burnt. But I noticed if I gave the device to somebody else, or if I moved it out of my location, like out of my home or something, then the device would turn on. Okay? So, um, understand that. It's technology out here that does that. You know, um, it kind of made me stop going on live a lot too and start, um, just doing it another way. Um, what else? Um, I think that is about it. God was just showing me that and to um defund defund the police. No, nobody's trying to defund the police. All this, yeah, y'all got to be careful when they try to do this. This is all a scheme. This is all this. This is all a scheme, y'all. And I'm not. Man, I'm telling y'all. Come on. This is all a scheme. That was another thing God was showing me about, even with uh, even with uh, what is it? Even with this everything that's going around, all of these are distractions, so they can so it can be fulfilled what He said was going to come. Not to be in a way to be fearful, but just be prepared. God doesn't want us to be lost. He doesn't want us to be left in the dark. So we have to be vigilant in what we do and how we do things. So um, I hope that gives some insight. Look, I hope that gives some insight on that. You guys let me know what you guys are going through. I know that God is pouring His Spirit on His people, and more people are getting in tune as to what they need to do and to what they are really truly called for. We really are here in these last days, which is kind of a bittersweet for me, but and that's another story to talk about. But you guys definitely leave in the comments below um, what you guys think, what God has been showing you. Um, I don't want to hear about how you're going about it and how you're going, because that's your walk. That's your walk, and sometimes you have to be careful, especially on here, what you say dealing with issues like that, because there are people who are totally against this, and they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, and God tells us to be prudent, and He tells us to be vigilant. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Hopefully, something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and thank you so much. Bye bye.